Hey guys, welcome back to Star Trek Online. We are in the TOS, the original Star Trek series time period, the 23rd century. So we are doing that story arc. Let's go ahead and press L, and we are going to select our next episode. So again, we did the first, second, third, fourth, and now we're on the fifth. Again, I want to put a warning here for all of you guys. Do not play the sixth episode here until you are ready to leave this time period or this century. You don't have an opportunity to come back. You may want to gather things, and that is what I intend to do. So guys, with that, let's go ahead and then I'll talk more about that when I do this episode, and I'll probably do an episode in between. So alright guys, let's go ahead and hail this mission.
Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does.
Kirk will probably be there. Alright. So again, here's our reward. We get a science console. We have another beam ray. We also can... Is this choose one? No, it's all of these things. So you also have this... what is it? Phaser... +2 dual beam, that's what I'm looking for. So, and again, these items you get in this time period, like the blue weapons, aren't readily available in the 23rd century. So I want to bring them from this century to the next century is my goal. So I'm going to accept this mission.
Stay safe out there.
Alright. And
the Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline, and I think I've found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct.
alright, come into my parlor.
I've pinpointed the incident in question, setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter with the Tholians.
Ah, there it is. Plotting a course. Hey everybody, we're in the USS Imperial Guard, a Constitution-class starship. Alright guys, here we are. We're approaching our next mission in our Constitution-class starship, the USS Guard. Imperial Guard. And one of the things I want to mention is like the old level up system, we could have gotten here so much quicker. Anyway, here we are. Let's go ahead and enter the episode. Tangled webs.
We've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here. We're being hailed by the Defiant. I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation. I recommend deflecting their questions until the situation here is resolved.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. The Tholians were taking a serious beating when we reached the system, and the other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of war. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
Sure thing.
This was a Tholian colony fleet.
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Alright, that's a better view.
Alert, warp, port range imminent.
Oh, forgot my high yield torpedo.
The aliens have disabled the Tholian flagship. She's in trouble.
Oh, come on.
Sir, if the Nakul kill the Queen, an entire Tholian bloodline will be wiped out.
Ship integrity compromised.
Alright. High yield torpedo ready?
Enemy boarding parties have beamed into the Tholian flagship.
Nice. So this is one thing I like about the lower levels, is that I'm targeting their shields. I want to take their shields down. And once I get their shields down, Then I start aiming my torpedoes right at their hull.
Vengeance. Vengeance for the children.
Target's shields have failed.
Good. Yep, made it through their hull. Nice. Alright, my forward shields are being lowered. Alright. Scrambling sensors. Alright, where is... So, there we go. I want tractor beam, high yield torpedo, and then evasive maneuvers. Eat torpedo. The USS Defiant, another Constitution-class starship. What the hell are they running off to? Full impulse. Ah, more trouble. I bet we're going firing. The shields weren't completely lowered down, but got them. So what is this? Scramble sensors? Taking us about. We almost have access to their hull. Come on. There we go. Oh, I got their hull. So I got the shields. Nice. Come on. Track beam. Alright, high yield torpedo. Wait, there's a Tholian ship. Let's go ahead and repair. Ah! Where the heck those... Must have some kind of cloak. What the crap is this style ship doing here? That's a Tholian ship. I can recognize the nets.
Don't suppose you have any idea what's going on here? There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter.
Don't have a clue. It's classified, so not now. I need you to see here later, Captain. I'm going to stop. It's classified. Starfleet's ordered. Sorry.
All right, do what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
No.
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiant's crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians. Do what you can to save them. Good luck.
So for those of you that don't know, the very first Defiant was a in the Star Trek series, and it was a Constitution-class ship right there. And it didn't meet. I think it was destroyed, if I remember right. But it's been a while since I've watched that episode. But anyway, let's go ahead and prepare for departure.
I've found appropriate transport coordinates on the Tholian flagship. Hopefully you can convince them that we're not at fault here. If the Tholians go to war with the Federation now, it would be devastating on a galactic scale.
All right. EVA suits. So, this is pretty cool. Old school EVA suits. Oh, missed it. And I only have... So I only have 3 other officers and myself, so they gave me an extra one here because I have room for a 5th person. So, you guys remember the episode of Star Trek TOS with Kirk's suit? I'm sorry, that's so old school. All right, let's see here. Let's remember, of course, turn your suit on. Beam to the Tholian ship. I love those old school transporters.
Reading only a few Tholian life signs.
So there's another episode in the original timeline where we use this set too.
I'm detecting numerous Nakul life signs. If Nakul reinforcements are on their way to your position, stay alert.
Oh crap, come on. Dead. Okay. Frickin' Tholians. Oh, I'm sorry. Not Tholians. So... what was it? Defend the Tholian flagship. Continue to search flagship. Now their flagship got their butt kicked. Okay. So I'm actually wondering if another episode that I used to play.
Flagship just spiked. Something's wrong. I know the Tholians aren't
So, again, this is the from a game, another episode we used to play, and I think I'm wondering if it's still around somewhere.
I'm reading more incoming Nakul transporter signatures.
So, like, there used to be this episode also where you have to save the tribbles. I don't know what happened to that one. The Klingons are out to kill them all. Alright. Now what? Ah, another one. Nope, another console.
Energy readings on the flagship are returning to normal. Whatever you did worked.
Wrong way.
We've stopped the ship from detonating, but they're not cool. They've killed Tholian colonists and even hatchlings ruthlessly. What they've done here is an atrocity.
Well, that was interesting. I had to jump over that. Let's say hi to these guys.
The last remaining Tholians are close to your position, and more Nakul are on their way. I'd hurry if I were you.
I love flanking damage. Critical, but no flanking damage. Ah, there's more of these jerkbags. I guess maybe the Tholians like us now. Probably not. So it's really cool to see that Tholian's made of these crystal.
Lord Command Unit, why did you kill your kind? This is irrational. Explain. Federation, not cool. All humanoids are the same. Chaotic, irrational, peaceful, then not. Warring, then you leave.
We're not the same. We are not your enemy.
Those you call not cool killed our people. Our children, all are dead. Our sisters must know. Leave now, Federation. Leave us to our final task. You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered. The colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought. We won't last long against a force like that.
Continue to fight, Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
Yeah, it leaves it available for you to betray us in the future. Just want to point that out. We won't let you down. Beam up. Those are really interesting.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers for a change. And I don't need to know, right? I read you, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that.
Good idea.
Here they come.
All right, come on. Tractor beam. Oh, one of my torpedoes missed. Come on. There we go. Getting with both arcs. Taking us about. Come on, I want one with the torpedo. Nice.
We just lost our engines. It'll take a while for my chief engineer to work a few miracles. That dreadnought is coming in fast. My engineers are going to need time. A lot more time.
Nope. Alright, I'm taking a little damage here. I'm gonna stop him fire. There we go. There's the dreadnought. I yield. I want tractor beam. Got a tractor beam. I want turn. Come on. Nice damage there. I'm gonna give it my other shields. All right. Repair damage. Come on. High yield is back in about 6 seconds. So is evasive maneuvers. Evasive maneuvers, high yields. Taking us about. Alright, let's get that one ship. Come on. And almost have it, almost have it. Come on.
More ships inbound to our location.
What the crap?
The alien dreadnought is concentrating fire on the Tholian flagship.
Take this frigate out. Oh, it got shields up. Alright, repair damage. Torpedoes away. Oh, this is getting ugly. Scramble sensors. Oh boy, come on. go. Let's repair more repair damage. Torpedo away. Oh, come on. Alright, transferring power for restoration. Come on. 4. Come on, I need to get those torpedoes up. Oh. Come on. High yield torpedoes ready. Repair damage. More power to forward weapons. Come on. There we go. Give them all my beams. Nice. Amazing what you can do with such an older ship and only 3 weapon slots.
Federation, you have proven you are different. Rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Nakul will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
So my question here is, were they always female? Because it's saying our sisters. I'm going to look that up and see if that shit's there. Because I've noticed if you watch the original... if you watch Star Trek Enterprise, you'll notice that Sub-Commander, she has Pungfar. Pungfar is a male thing only, not female. Okay, equality up my ass. Alright guys, with that, let's continue.
The Queen's message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline is correcting itself. Good work. Now, we just need to help with... Oh no. The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the Nakul Dreadnought!
How is that bad? 2 birds, 1 stone.
Our engines are still down! We can't escape!
The Defiant. Scan the Defiant.
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want. I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played an important role in keeping the Federation safe, in protecting the timeline. For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report.
So again, it goes back to the original TOS series with Kirk and what happened to Defiant. And it adds a little twist to the story that we already know. I love that about these storylines.
The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation. For the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony compound.
That's cold front to the families over. Make it so. Ooh, ooh, you know how much I love this? Oh, look at that ship. Oh, so sexy. Alright guys, we are now in sector space. We're going to turn this mission
Captain
in.
Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same. Leaving Defiant to her fate was a hard choice, but it saved untold billions of lives. That has to count for something.
Yeah. But you know what? Again, I like how in this episode it mentions it goes back also to Captain Archer, not just Kirk's time period. And again, there's nothing like, you know, insulting that time period of when things were done. It's just great storytelling. And quite frankly, people like Kurtzman, and even I know this is Star Trek, but I mentioned Star Wars, that evil witch that was in charge of the females gone wild bullcrap and the Force is female. I'm sorry. Their stories sucked and are garbage. Alright, anyway, guys, our mission is complete. We're going to accept these rewards.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
We have a situation in the Caleb
No, we
system.
don't. Not yet. Alright, we have one skill point here for our space. See here. What to use it on? So I can't yet use it for this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hull capacity, I think, is what I want to do. But I also know weapons, and I might do projectiles. Right now, I'm going to do projectiles. No, I'm going to do energy right now. I have to think about how this is going to be with this character. So I'm going to have a lot of science abilities is what I know of, but I want to raise some of its tactical up a little bit as well. Alright guys, with that, this episode is complete. We will be able, on the completion of our next mission, to start working at our lieutenant skills here. Lieutenant commander skills. But, so here, nothing for ground. I did want to remind you before this was over, that was what it was. Episodes, that's what we need. You guys need to be very careful. Again, until you're ready to leave this century, do not do this mission. It'll take you out of this century into the 24th century, the main story arc for Star Trek Federations. So, and I don't want to tell you everything that's going to happen if you don't know, but I want you to have at least a warning of this. So I will be doing another episode at the Starbase Sol system, a real quick thing, so you guys can kind of take a look of what you should prepare for and what you should do. So with that, guys, this episode is done with, and I will catch you guys all later.